Africa, 54 countries, each with its own story, its own struggles, its own triumphs. It's easy to forget that, to lump them all together, but that's a mistake. We're talking about diverse cultures, languages, histories, and yes, political systems. From the bustling streets of Lagos to the savannas of the Serengeti, this is a continent pulsing with life, and it's a continent finding its voice on the world stage. But to understand where Africa is going, we need to understand where it's been, because Africa's story is not a monolith. It's a tapestry, woven from threads of resilience, innovation, and an unyielding spirit.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Colonialism. It's a heavy topic, but we can't shy away from it. For centuries, European powers carved up Africa like a birthday cake, exploiting its resources, suppressing its people. The scars of that era run deep. But something remarkable happened. Africans rose up. They fought for their freedom, their dignity, and one by one those colonies crumbled. Independence brought its own challenges, though. New nations had to build themselves up from scratch, often with the odds stacked against them. The legacy of colonialism is still felt today, in borders drawn by foreign hands, in economic systems designed to benefit the few. But amidst these challenges, there's a spirit of defiance, a determination to shape their own destinies.
Now, let's talk about governance. Africa isn't a monolith. There's no single system that defines the continent. You've got democracies, some more stable than others. You've got one-party states, and everything in between. It's a mixed bag, to put it mildly. But here's the thing. Democracy is a journey, not a destination. And every country is at a different stage in that journey. There have been setbacks, for sure. Coups, corruption. The challenges are real. But there's also progress. Peaceful transitions of power. Growing civil society movements. Africans are demanding accountability. They're raising their voices. And that's a beautiful thing to see.
Section 4. Leaders forging a future. Africa has seen its share of strongmen, but it's also produced leaders who inspire, who uplift, who fight for their people. Think Nelson Mandela, a symbol of hope and reconciliation, a man who spent decades in prison for his beliefs, and emerged ready to lead his nation to a brighter future. Or Wangari Maathai, the first African woman to win the Nobel Peace Prize. She dedicated her life to environmental conservation, empowering women, and showing the world that change starts from the ground up. These are just a few examples. There are countless others. Men and women who are shaping the continent's destiny, leaders who understand that true progress comes from unity, not division.
Section 5. Strength in unity. In this globalized world, no nation can go it alone. That's why regional organizations are so important. In Africa, you've got the African Union, the ECOWAS, the SADC, just to name a few. These bodies promote cooperation, they help resolve conflicts, they work together on issues like trade, security and development, because a rising tide lifts all boats. Of course, there are challenges, internal divisions, competing interests, but the spirit of Pan-Africanism is alive and well, the belief that a united Africa is a stronger Africa. And that's a powerful thing, because when Africans work together, they can achieve anything.
Section 6. Challenges and opportunities. Let's be real. Africa faces serious challenges: poverty, disease, climate change. These are complex issues with no easy solutions. But amidst these challenges, there's also immense opportunity. Africa is home to the world's youngest population, a generation of young people eager to make their mark. It's a continent brimming with innovation. From tech hubs in Nairobi to renewable energy projects in Morocco, Africa is on the move, and the world is starting to take notice. The future of Africa is bright, but it's a future that Africans themselves must shape, with courage, with determination, and with an unwavering belief in their own potential. Because the African century is here, and it's time for the world to listen.